Burrito Esports actually following along, losing to D69, who are the big winners of the day, 4-1. And now it will be Wolves versus Burrito to see if this standing kind of stays the same or if Burrito are able to take that big advantage over Wolves.
They have the chance to do so here, Wolves and Burrito, the final matchup of the day. So this is an important match for me, right? This kind of this is going to determine that second seed right now.
This means a lot.
The winner of this set kind of proves themselves to be in that second spot. And Wolves have been the closest tradition. I believe they did find a win over Burrito because Burrito lost in the semifinals one of the weeks during the open bracket. Stone Keep will be where game number 1 is played. Timber Mill banned out by Wolves. Burrito banning out. Serpent Beach bans. Shout outs.
Maybe they have some kind of interesting strategy here that they want to pull out.
Sometimes veteran teams will ban out maps like Serpent Beach just because the veteran squads have more experience across a wider variety of maps. So they try to use that to their advantage, put the lower end teams, the newer teams, on maps that they're not as comfortable on.
And you know, if you've been playing for longer, you've got more practice in. That's hopefully what they're leaning on being the reason they win. But Wolves, with first pick, grab Ying. And, you know, we mentioned that this could be a lot to tell who's in the power rankings, who's, you know, 1 or 2 or 3. But really, I mean, this means land. The top 2 guarantee themselves a trip to Hi-Rez and basically to compete in that spring land with $75,000 on the line. This set means a lot for both of these teams here.
Torvald, Shaolin, response to Wolves, Ying, Ruckus locked in as well. Makoa's still on the board. Barrick's still on the board, notably in the frontliner department. So the kind of 180 swap here in terms of Torvald's prioritizations for Burrito. They thought he stunk when he released, but he did get the Field Study Legendary, which has been very, very popular amongst
and admittedly, they were using him even before the Field Study Legendary. They had started to kind of find some rhythm with him, but now he definitely has become something that they love and want to bring into their lineups. They've got 2 picks now available. Burrito could go for some extra healing here. Sometimes you think, well, they're not going to take another Maldamba, so we don't have to pick Maldamba here, but we've seen them do it time and time again to be able to kind of counterpick whether they're damaged, their tank, or flex on something else. So here comes the Maldamba one more time.
Yeah, and that may be why, you know, I think that was a great point that you brought up as to why they don't take it last, because they want to save their last pick to just try and counter as much as they can, because when you lock yourself into the final pick Maldamba, you're saying this is what we've got on the table, right?
Right.
These first 4 picks are what we're running. You know what our 5th pick's going to be. We need that healer, so they like to take it forth, come out swinging with the final Bomb King pick.
And this is
but
very good.
Solo Torvald into a Drogos and a double front line, that's going to be tough to break.
I mean, Torvald is not your typical solo frontliner. We'll see if Burrito can make it work. I mean, if any team in Europe can, they're definitely one of them. But he's not typically designed to be withstanding definitely pressure coming out from someone like a Grover from long range, a Ruckus from long range, a Drogos from long range, and a Barrick and Ying up close. I'm really loving the draft here by Wolves. And we'll see if Mutustiina can keep his winning ways here. Fusillade to deal with that Torvald, bring him down as much as possible. Deep Roots by Grover. Flux Generator for Ruckus. Tinkering by Respa for now, and Lifelike for Yang.
Bonkar running the recurve, getting the attack speed rolling on Shaolin. Accelerant mobility for Laizy's Bomb King. Darkstalker mobility for Leminate's Androx's Field Study for Birds, Torvald, and finally Spirit's Chosen for SunCommander's Maldamba. So I think what Burrito are going to be looking to do here with this composition is pick these tanks apart from a distance. Stonekeep, it doesn't force you to fight directly on the point. You can kind of do that where you pick stuff apart from range and then move in once your targets are softened up, once cooldowns are down. Respa's getting in there, drops his turret out in front of the barricade, leaving it open to poke here from Shaolin. First blood still has yet to fall.
Very wary to stand on the objective, but Laizy now getting pressured out. This is going to be a big decision. It's going to be a big difference maker here. If Laizy can win these fights as Bomb King, if he goes down and if he just becomes irrelevant in this fight, I think Burrito loses one pretty handily. But if Laizy can keep staying relevant, if he can keep finding kills, winning 1v1s, then they will have a big chance here. Leminate actually gets the kill on the Respa, but Mutustiina follows up on the Laizy, and that could be a problem here. That Bomb King counting for so much of that point pressure. But still, Wolves very hesitant to step on the objective.
Good job reversing out that follow-up axe from Simsiloo. No one's taken a convincing enough win here to get on the point. NTBees finally falls to Leminate there, and Burrito confidently take their first steps onto the point here and moving north of 50%.
You know what? This is that big boy pressure. This is just what Burrito bring to the table. Wolves Esports are right here. They have the opportunity with 2 tanks in Ying to just step on the point. They could have had 30 or 40% on the objective here and let those flankers 1v1. It could be okay and really force Burrito to say, you want to do that? We're just going to win the point, even though you're going to take our flankers. And they don't. They show so much respect. I just don't know. Great shot there, combo with the deep roots. I just don't know if Wolves are playing this as aggressively as I would like to see them play.
Fire spit coming out. Wolves now in a favorable spot here. They got Bird kind of isolated. They don't elect to put any more pressure on him. Big salvo onto the high ground.
Nice.
Laizy's going to eat a lot of pressure from that.
Nice.
The fire spit angle is good as well. Laizy goes down once again.
Mutustiina doing what he needs to do. Leminate there at 50 health somehow stays alive, and Darkstalker will keep him healthy, but 90% here for Wolves, 99% for Burrito. Mutustiina gets the kill, and that's huge. No healing now for Burrito. This probably will mean that Wolves will take game point number 1 unless Laizy can make some crazy plays here. Great fire spin, gets the damage, but no, it is all Wolves. 1-0 should be the case. Overtime ticks away. And the fire spit into the salvo.
Nice style points there.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Wolves with the lead.
They take it away from Burrito there. A nice split of damage there. Nice target switch from Mutustiina. He saw Bird was low, so he switched, took down the Maldamba instead. Has the King Bomb here. Laizy sees the clump. Does he go for the big King Bomb here early on? The payload push, not for now. Just gonna elect to just continue to fire uncontested from the high ground.
Oh,
there.
nice
bomb into the back of Mutustiina's head. Now is a good angle on Ruckus to put a lot of hurt into this team.
This is what Laizy needs to do, but he goes down before he can confirm the kills onto the Ruckus, and only four members alive, only 1 dies as a result of all that pressure. So again, there's just so much that they're relying on for Bomb King, and great find by Grover to get out of the Hyper Beam's radius there and keep himself alive here. Torvald falling under Mutustiina's pressure, the shield just collapsing, and look at the damage from the turrets and from the Dragon up top. Laizy very, very pressured out. Shaolin trying to stay alive. Leminate doing what he can, but it is just not enough with the tankiness of this squad of Wolves.
Laizy on the backside looking for an angle for his King Bomb still. Minute 15 remain on the payload push. As the final corner is just about to be rounded here. Bates looking to be broke. Burrito need to find a hold. They have everything available except Hyper Beam. There comes the protection from Leminate. Finds a big headshot, but so much damage comes through anytime he steps a foot out of position.
Mutustiina's doing a great job. He's just zoning out Laizy. Laizy's finding him too, but you know what? Mutustiina's also making Laizy feel very wary here, and this could be the answer. Whirlwind comes out from Grover. Huge stuff. Early game ultimate. It's going to make so much of a difference here in keeping his teammates healthy before the cauterized 2s and 3s can come online. Laizy tries to pick up Sleepy, but a dimensional leak will make that difficult. Tries to find her with the dimensional link back to an earlier position, but cannot do it. And this is a little bit of a tough battle for Laizy too, because the illusions will keep her healthy and another teammate.
He's in a weird spot right now. Any respawns coming back from base is going to be able to spawn him out. Respa just ignores him though. Wants to head back to the point. Leminate goes down. Shaolin is here. King Bomb's being wound up from the back. This one has to find a home.
Huge stuff there going in. One more fire spit. Laizy's dead. This is big time. They might use the Dragon Punch to secure it. I don't know. It could be a very valuable thing to go 2-0 up, but they won't have it for next point fight. They'd rather do it without it, but they may just go into it. There's Mutustiina. It's time to kick it into overgear. He wants to find it, and they will. Bird goes down. Finds one more fire spit. Double kill for Mutustiina. Looking for the triple. Nice. Oh, he gets 3 on the Burrito. Wants to find 4. Will he get it? No. But it will be all Wolves Esports. The pack of Wolves find success in that prey.
These guys are looking hungry today. Taking the 2-0 conversion over Burrito. Beautiful fire spits there at the end. Over the top of that statue. It was a very close call, but Mutustiina, he gets it home after, albeit a low-value Dragon Punch. I think Bird only had something like, you know, a couple hundred HP left. Still able to get it done. Beautiful stuff from them. They got the record 2 online for NTBees. Mutustiina only has record 1 online, but does go for the Haven 2. So trying to mitigate a lot of that damage, a lot of that pressure that's been on him from Leminate. He's know that that's the guy that's going to be hunting him down. So he goes to negate that pressure. NTBees also has Rejuvenate 2 online, countering a lot of the cauterized pressure. And there's only 2 of them, right? And Laizy hasn't been focusing the tanks too much, and neither has Leminate.
So right now we have a pause. This is a good pause. It's, before obviously the combat begins, and we see Simsiloo just wants to get a couple more words with his team here, or possibly a DC. Not quite sure of the situation, but what we do know is Wolves have taken a huge advantage over Burrito. 2-0 up, a huge push, capitalized and just umphed with a triple kill by Mutustiina. And again, he's kind of been the difference maker today for Wolves.
Absolutely.
You talk about interlopers and them not having the best day. It's that much more of a difference when someone has a great day, especially when these games matter so much. And Mutustiina, he's been showing up.
He's been one of their playmakers. He's very critical to their team fight success. He's normally on one of the hyper carries. The Androxus, the Drogos. He's got great flexibility as well. It's not often that we see guys be able to play Androxus and Drogos projectile and hit scan as effectively as this guy has been. His decision-making's been on point, and they put themselves in a great spot. Up 2-0 on Burrito. Have no ultimates for this point fight, whereas you see Wolves, they're sitting on the Dome Shield as well as almost a Hexafire, Illusory Rift, and Whirlwind. So they are in a phenomenal spot.
So much pressure on the Laizy. These mid-air fire spits, too, for Mutustiina have been extremely successful. In fact, that's how he got the third of his triple kill on that push. Being able to do that is just what makes a great Drogos great, in my opinion, just to keep the pressure on, keep the AoE damage coming, and still staying safe in the air. When you fall to the ground, you're just so much more vulnerable, and it makes it that much harder for Laizy. Really trying to be the natural predator here, but he's not really the natural predator of anyone but the tanks. And this is where he wants to shine. SunCommander with a great Dread Serpent, bonkar, and Laizy follow up. Leminate picks one of themselves, and it's just a full-on team wipe here for Burrito on Wolves.
This old dog knows a few tricks still. Burrito not out of this game yet. Know that they know how to take a clean team fight there. Beautiful Dread Serpent there with the follow-up planned out. There's a king bomb onto the high ground, but it's gonna whiff. He finds the stun onto Drogos, however. bonkar able to help drive 2 of those kills home, so not all is lost.
That would have been one of the hyper plays, though. Tried to aim for the small window, but just couldn't make it happen. And the damage still from Laizy, playing confidently as ever. And 2-1 goes to score for Burrito, who definitely used that ultimate, not only just because of, obviously, to get the damage, but it's really for the
just listen to that sound. Pumpkin has some great sounds.
Hey, do you think they're annoyed yet? All right, let's get back to the game. All right. That's my strategy there.
They're just trying to hit him with the sonic boom pause, make everyone listen to that. For
my ears! I can't. I have to take my hands off my keyboard. Oh, they're back in game. No. That's just, I don't know. Maybe, right? They want to figure some things out. Things have started to go well for Burrito now. I feel like we're checking in at and like narrating a very small story.
The TV timeout.
Exactly. Like, things in that chapter, things went pretty well for Burrito, but will they keep it going?
It's just like when you have to watch a movie, like the Hollywood First Take with Mario Lopez popping into your movie like every 30 seconds. Hey guys, how you enjoying the movie?
Mario Lopez.
In that last scene, I'm going to break down exactly what you just saw, even though you understand fully.
Mario Lopez is just a funny guy, man. He's so happy. He's so happy. I can't complain. I'm one of those happy guys as well. But I think Burrito right now shifted the momentum very importantly. They've taken what I think was a blunder, to start out. They just didn't get the right, I don't know, personally, draft going for them in this map. I think they kind of have the odds stacked against them. Personally, I think just the draft for Wolves is better, and that showed in round 1. But now Laizy able to still play confidently after not having a great, start to this game. It's been a big shift.
It's tough to run the solo Torvald, I think, especially into the Drogos, guys that hit super hard with Wrecker, scale super well with Wrecker. It's very difficult for Bird to kind of keep his team safe and lock down the point and hold the front line against 2 frontliners. They have the Ruckus. Oh my gosh, there's just so much pressure on Burrito right now. They've drafted themselves in a kind of a weird spot. And the Bomb King is still something that's like new to, I wouldn't call it a staple of what Burrito does just yet.
Right.
Laizy really didn't play it at all before HRX. It's kind of like a new thing, I think, overall for that squad.
In Wolves, I think the key is stop playing as if you have a greater opponent than yourselves. You really need to just take it to them. Right now, a 2-0 lead, you got to smell blood in the water. You got to be like a pack of wolves. Oh, there's somebody injured over there. I need to finish this off, guys. It is go time. And the fact that you have Burrito 2-0 up, I mean, that's an opportunity not a lot of teams get. You need these wins to get yourself in the top 2. You need to go straight to the point. I'd like to see them use the strategy of what they drafted a little bit better, getting to that point, really making Burrito say, you're going to come deal with us because we got the point pressure.
They're not getting a ton of chip damage. And albeit, you know, Burrito does have the comp to try and pick them apart from range, but they drafted the double frontliner with the Ying as well. They can use the repulsor field to get 60% damage mitigation and just try and shut down as much as you can. But that chip damage is so important. You saw Burrito. Bird is finding that chip damage on the point. He's getting the Burrito to 20 to 30% before the team fight really starts to happen.
Yeah.
And then when Burrito win the team fight, they just take the point outright.
Yeah.
They only need to find that one convincing win when you're taking that little bit. Every second counts on the point capture.
And Drogos, I mean, leave Drogos in the sky, let him do what he needs to do, force out Shaolin, force out Leminate on Shaolin, force out Laizy, make sure he's not comfortable, and, you know, really just put yourself in a position to say, okay, come here. And I think if you have Mutustiina still firing on all cylinders and you go to the point and keep those frontliners doing their job, you got a chance to win this one. Back into the game, 2 minutes left. It's been all Burrito lately, but Mutustiina, the man on the tongue, finishes off a kill onto Laizy. And they've stalled this payload push for now. There's no momentum here. Will not be a super fast one. They're going to delay.
Salvo primed and ready. Triggering the fire spit, it's an interaction we don't often see. You can actually detonate your fire spits with a salvo, getting those primed up at the same time. Fire spit onto the high ground. It's going to land on the bonkar, poking him out to about half health. But Laizy's taking a slight bit of damage as well. Long-range fire spit. This is a Bugsy level fire spit. Doesn't actually connect. Hits the wall there. A minute 24 remaining. Dome shield comes through, but Laizy kills him immediately, dropping the dome shield. The damage from dome shield is not something to be that super scared of. Laizy knows this, and he drives the kill home.
Laizy with a 1 streak gets the protection from Torvald. Acts 40% more damage onto those bombs as he's trying to break the shields. Very impactful accelerant. Going to keep him alive, but put him right into the path of Drogos' rocket. And allow him to finish off a kill, again using the salvo to take the fire spit and explode that while getting the extra damage raining from above. I like the use of those 2 abilities there by Drogos in this fight. Mutustiina still showing that he's having a good day.
Dragon Punch ready to go. 40 seconds remain here. Gets caught out by the Grumpy Bomb. Double stun, but Laizy doesn't finish the kill. Does get one onto Respa. King Bomb's being wound up, coming around the corner, looking for value. Will find the immediate kill onto Simsiloo. Stuns out the Ruckus, but forces the boys of Wolves back, and that's all Burrito need. They need to keep pinned in spot now. NTBees forced into a rough spot. Respa in a bad spot as well.
They've got to get something here. bonkar, though, he's there finding the shots. bonkar, he's performed so well on this champion, and oh boy, it looks like it's all Burrito tying things back up here over Wolves. And if there was hesitation, it has cost them dearly. Burrito strong back in this game. Credits tied and momentum shifted into round 3.
Rejuvenates
round 2
through
3
to try and fight off some of this cauterized pressure. You see Leminate and Laizy have already hit the cauterized 3 mark. So Rejuvenate's going to be very, very necessary here to keep any sort of sustained incoming 90% healing reduction at the cauterized 3 marks. Rejuvenate will help alleviate some of that, but not much, is it? That is only 10% bonus healing per level. So getting them from the 90% to the 80 or the 70 mark, depending on where they're at. Ultimate charges, though, 3 online for Wolves. Burrito have everything except King Bomb available. So now they're in a good spot here. A little bit of a blunder here. Wolves allow Burrito back into the game.
Good stuff. Groper there to deal with the snipers. Gets 1,100 damage onto bonkar already. But now he's got other problems to deal with. There's a flanker on the backside. They take down Sleepy. And that is huge. No healing now. And the poke battle has gone all the way of Wolves. Dread Serpent coming through. Wants to find Bird, and he can. That's huge. Can they kill the dragon? Shaolin almost gets hit by the fire spit, but not enough. Simsiloo cannot keep Mutustiina alive, and now Burrito Esports are the one who fought on the objective and have 45% on the capture point now. That is what is so powerful about taking the objective fight and just making it your own there. Great stuff by Simsiloo. He's going to pick up Leminate, and this isn't over by any means.
Bird rooted out on the point, but the Hyper Beam is here to pin Simsiloo to the back wall, not allowing him any closer to the point.
Wow.
A couple more axes will do it. Grumpy Bomb, and he's able to backpedal his way the safety for the time being. The Grover just taking fate into his own hands here. Wants to drive these kills home. It's not going to be on the point. Comes through with the whirlwind, keeping everyone alive. Here's a big King Bomb rolling deep into the back line. We'll find a stun onto 3.
Huge, doesn't get the damage off, and Laizy goes down. That could be the momentum they needed. Mutustiina alive, and oh boy, Leminate finds 2 onto Respa and Mutustiina himself, but Ruckus is back on the point, and it does look like Leminate will fall. bonkar on a 10 streak as well. Just hasn't had an answer for him, and he hunts down Sleepy and goes into withdraw. A little bit of stealth there. Simsiloo trying to do everything, but Dread Serpent will do even more, and now Burrito 99% on the objective. Look like they'll easily clean this one up. There just doesn't seem to be enough time or enough help for Wolves Esports to get back into this.
Triple kill for Laizy on the Bomb King. Looking to get that King Bomb ultimate charge back up very quickly here. Already sitting at 66 and climbing every shot that he hits, giving him 4 to 5% charge on that big heavy team fight, winning ultimate. Potentially the accelerant on the Poppy Bomb is good as well. Finds a nice poke onto the Ruckus.
And bonkar. 13 streak, man, just staying alive here. Also kind of focusing, Laizy doing a great job of keeping the attention on himself, allowing bonkar to just silently, stealthily be in the back line, getting 1,000 damage per shot, impaling targets, making it easy for Laizy to then follow up with the damage and the multiple bombs. Just being so deadly when used correctly. Dome Shield pop by Barrack. He's going into all of his resources here just to stabilize. They know the game could be over at any second. Laizy still has his ultimate, using the emote to try and see around the corner. There's Simsiloo though. He wants to hunt him down, but does not want to face off against this Bomb King accelerant, giving him all the movement speed he needs to get there and now get back.
Minute 24 remain. King Bomb is charged up, ready to go, as well as Heat Haze, as well as a Cursed Arm. Just coming back up. Here comes a Salvo Fire Spit over the top, finding a lot of poke damage. Winding up the King Bomb around the backside, though. This could be big. He gets it off, gets the protection as well, so he's going to take 2 down with him, but Laizy trades his life to give his team a fighting shot.
This could be the end. Androxus, a Cursed Arm. They've got to finish him off. Trades the ult and doesn't get the kill, but they do find Respa. And Bird is still alive here as well. SunCommander helping to keep him nice and healthy. This is a dangerous combination. Moldamba goes down, but oh no, Torvald to help it out. But Laizy's back right when you need him. And boy, oh boy, Burrito want to close this one out quickly. Whirlwind available for Grover. He's going to pop it right now, but he's going to fall. Oh boy, no. Leminate going to get the answer here, Nick. And this could be it. Grumpy Bomb misses, but it seems like they've got all the momentum on Burrito's side.
Respa's going to be taken down as well. There's another nice Dread Serpent. SunCommander has been nailing these Dread Serpents, swinging the fight so heavily in Burrito's favor. There comes the Hexafire, but he's pinned down almost immediately by Laizy's Bomb King. One more bomb on a Grover's going to do it. Simsiloo takes a spell, and we are in the trickle state here. I don't see Wolves being able to fight their way back from this one.
Going to be very tough here as well. They've stalled for a decent amount of time, but not long enough before they could get, admittedly, 3 more players coming in to support them. And Burrito Esports come down from 2-0 and take 4 points in a row and beat Wolves here in the first game of this best-of-3 set.
That's gotta hurt.
That's gotta hurt, man. I'm telling you.
They were off to such a strong start there, getting the 2-0 over Burrito with a lot of momentum on their side in the next round. But I like what you said, though, about just not maybe giving their opponents a little bit too much respect, being a little bit too scared.
Yeah.
They had the composition to just bully their way onto the point and just stay there, whereas we saw the solo Torvald Bird getting that chip damage that we thought Wolves should have been getting on that point, getting his team to 20 or 30% on the capture point before the team fight was even started.
But you know what? This is going to be the answer right here. You talk about, of course, they got great healing for the Ying and 3 big bodies, so there's going to be a lot of damage on the side of Burrito, but 3 members in the 100,000s. In fact, bonkar at 160,000 damage almost. You know, I mean, they had no answer for bonkar. Unfortunately, despite Laizy getting so much damage, being so effective, and just taking all of everyone's energy in terms of trying to kill him, there was no competition on the side. Despite how well Mutustiina played, they just could not answer with the damage. But Ying, man, 151,000 healing, 46 from Simsiloo on Grover. They tried to beat them in the shielding, but you're right. Bird just did a little bit too much, man. If you're going to take that much damage, at least try and do it on the point for some of that time. Exactly.
SunCommander doing a good job trying to keep up with the Ying and the Grover, obviously at 101K, but his Dread Serpents were phenomenal there. Burrito were winning team fights instantaneously off the back of those beautiful Dread Serpents. So shout outs to the sub-commander, switching up his play style a little bit, being what his team needs for him.
And objective time, you mentioned it too. I mean, Bird and SunCommander, 2 104, 212. And then NTBees, Respa there, and especially the Ying, 132, 169, and 56. Oftentimes we see healers have some of the highest objective time in Paladins because that's where they need to be. Very, very strange to see such a low objective time for Sleepy. Just kind of got caught out a little bit when he's typically so good at that healing.
It's going to be game number 1. We'll head on over to the map screen. Frozen Guard is the selection for game number 2. Wolves have the chance here. Try and find the W, but Burrito looking very strong on this map, beating District 69 in the only game of their best of 3 was on this map. 4-2, a dominant win, so Wolves, they're going to have their work cut out for them.
They sure are, and you know, if things couldn't go well in the draft last game and still translate to game, I think it's not going to be the draft that decides it. Sure, they got to get themselves a favorable start. Burrito's an excellent opponent. They're gonna try to gimp Wolves Esports in this draft as much as possible by just taking as best of a strategy here, maybe coming in with a counter pick that they don't expect and putting them at a disadvantage. But truly, whatever Wolves Esports grab, they just need to, I think, go forward with a bit more of an intention to execute what they drafted.
They take the Ruckus in the response to Ying as well as the Shaolin, so great takeaway from Burrito. I think they can stand to draft the Drogos a little bit later. Burrito's not a team that is like a super prioritization on Drogos. I mean, they have guys that can play it Laizy. Normally will take up arms as the Dragon, should it come to that, but not a team that really highly prioritizes it.
That's true. Now, this win obviously will tie them up and make sure they go to another game. But what this also does, gets them on the board here, you know, against Burrito. Obviously, that's an important thing, too, going into the standings and looking at that win column. So they definitely want to see if they can get themselves in action here.
Yeah.
Wolves Esports takes Bomb King, hovering over that. Very interesting. And the Makoa, wow.
Maybe they want to get Laizy off of his comfortable blaster. You know, we're saying Laizy's been playing Bomb King, and Burrito don't really like to run Drogos. So Wolves, they see that, they say, all right, we can play the Bomb King if it comes to that, and we'll just force you to play Drogos. Let's see what you got.
Oh boy, but they might just get his Kinessa instead. This could be
It's
nasty.
been a while since we've seen Laizy play Kinessa.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
He's one of the better Kinessa players in the headshot bonus damage shot. You know, a lot of pros will complain about a certain champion being higher or lower. They complain a little bit about Kinessa, not so much anymore. This game, if Laizy goes off, could be a highlight reel for why she's in a good spot right now.
I think this is why you see Burrito don't take the Maldama in their first 4 picks, right? Because Wolves had completely showed their hand with the Bomb King Makoa picks. So then Burrito, when the pick shifts over to them, they're saying, okay, we're safe to take Kinessa at this point, because if they take a flank to try and kill this Kinessa, they're not going to have a healer, and we're going to win the game anyway.
And, you know, maybe they just prioritized having the Makoa and maybe thought that they'd go for a more tanky route. Burrito have done that before. But this time, we're not going to see Laizy's Kinessa. We'll actually see Laizy's Cassie, which is pretty dang good itself. Exaction, 40% damage on the dodge roll. Field Study, giving him the 40% damage as well. On top of that, Eagle Eye for Leminate, the headshot bonus damage. Fortify for Berg. As of now, SunCommander running with lifelike on Ying.
I mean, that's equally as exciting. Leminate, that's where he made his name and his top play for the year on Kinessa. So Mutustiina trying to shut some of that damage down with the Flux Generator. NTBees running half shell on his Makoa. Recurve is the choice for Respa's Shaolin. Accelerant for Simsiloo's Bomb King. And finally, Spirit's Chosen for Sleepy's Maldama.
We'll see here if Eagle Eye can pay off. The Kinessa is definitely going to be wary in the back line, but doesn't have too many natural predators on the side of Wolves. Laizy, though, he is looking to hunt them down. Gets the dodge roll, blast shot, finishes it off easy, but gets taken down himself. Haven't seen the impact of the sharpshooter yet in the fight, but Burrito seemed to be doing well here, and she just moving forward in the back line. There she is, wanting to way down, try to find the headshots as much as possible, using a little bit of the quick scope movement speed to just shift over left and right and just cover a little bit more distance. Now, great spot for Kinessa here. They love this. Bomb King kind of spots her out, but he's got just perfect view of the point fight, both when they retreat and both when they go into the objective. So there's just no safe place to be right now.
They have to elect someone to take out Kinessa. They cannot allow this free fire to happen. 1,200 damage a shot. Already has Headhunter Pop's gonna launch it, sending it in. There's Shaolin trying to shut it down, but a lot of damage coming through. Leminate punishes Respa for standing still.
Don't stand still in an FPS shooter, buddy. That's why Bumpy Bomb and those stuns are so impactful and important. And Nick, you know what? You're right. This draft was Burrito. This was showing why Burrito do what they do with the Maldamba. And this was Wolves falling into the trap. This is Wolves falling into that trap because what happens is they've got no natural predator for Kinessa. You either draft your healer or you draft a Kinessa Predator. And right now they went for not a Kinessa Predator. And sure, they've got the healing, but they cannot get to her. Who's going to chase her down? Sha Lin? I mean, Bomb King is the only one reasonably, but that is not a reliable pickup, especially on the Frozen Guard open lines of sight that we have.
It's got to be Simsiloo going for the all-in play on Kinessa. It's the only answer. I see Burrito able to come away with bonkers extremely low right now. Ruckus is going to push him. Mutustiina finds the kill, but at what cost?
And that's why they're also focusing. You saw Laizy just pick a fight with Bomb King early on. Knows if he gets that kill, it opens everything up for Burrito. There, the Bomb King drops down and expect him to be the choice selection for Burrito Esports if they can. The Makoa gets a hook onto Laizy, but he's able to just heal right back up thanks to the Gourd and thanks to, excuse me, not thanks to the Gourd, thanks to the protection from Torvald there. Leminate backing up, long lines of sight, still gonna do damage from afar, misses one shot, hits the other one mid-air, Bomb King, but he has to reload, so he won't get that, but one shot onto Respa. Double kill for Leminate, looking to find one more, using the bouncing over, activates the Headhunter, can't find one shot, 3,000, 1,500, oh boy, Leminate going crazy here, and they just have no answer for the sniper.
53 seconds to get this payload, another couple inches, the planet comes out, but Respa didn't learn his lesson, he stands still. It's bonkar with a triple kill there to push the payload through. A lot of credits for Leminate, who's gone straight into the morale boost. This is a very comfortable game for him with no natural predators, like you mentioned. He is taking no defensive options. He's going full offense, pedal to the metal on a 12 streak right now, into the Cauterize as well.
And knows how
it's got to be
valuable.
Simsiloo that goes and grits him. Respa and Simsiloo have to just dedicate their efforts to it.
And D69, Burrito, all they need to do is just make sure Simsiloo dies. Otherwise, they're going to have to, you know, there's just nothing that I think Wolves can throw at Leminate. Now, in this situation, if I was Wolves, I would start to say, let's send Simsiloo and NTBees, or let's send Simsiloo and Mutustiina. Let's just mount up and go to wherever Leminate is. Don't get off the mount yet, because you don't have those inherent movement skills. And just find her and just put her off the sniping game. There you see, they already dismount, and unfortunately, this is just free farming. This is not the answer to deal with a Kinessa, and unfortunately, this all happened before the game even started.
Hyper Beam comes through as well. Pincer maneuver here. Laizy coming around the back just to clean up these low HP targets. That Bird is Hyper Beaming over to him, 18% already on the point, but a nice stun from downtown is going to deter Laizy for the time being. He'll get topped off by the Ying clones fairly quickly.
And that's SunCommander on the point. That's exactly where that healer needs to be. He can throw those Ying illusions out. He can heal from a distance, and they can heal from a distance. So effectively, his range is so much more valuable, and he can still stay on the objective here. Dismounts the Bomb King. You're going to have to use your movement skill to get in, and if you don't kill me by that time, Leminate says, you're going to get taken down as well. What hits the headshot onto Sha Lin. The sound effects just are, I think,
that's the
perfectly,
best sounding. That's my favorite sound.
Yeah, perfectly in synergy with the effect that he's having on the game right now. 2 minutes and 17 seconds, Nick. I mean, 3-0. There's just no answer for Burrito.
Those headshots coming through, 50% more damage with that Eagle Eye card. Leminate is a guy that is no stranger to headshots, especially on his baby girl Kinessa. The second payload of the game captured for Burrito. It's already moving out past the halfway mark. All the momentum is on the side of the champs right now. They are looking to clean this set up in 2 games.
As a veteran player, you kind of worry at the situation. You know there are some options, but you know they're not easy. And playing against probably even more veteran players and Burrito, you just feel like even if you were to try some of those interesting kind of janky options for how to deal with this Kinessa situation, Burrito would be prepared to counter you and really make you feel the pain for attempting to do something that you're not really intended to do. Simsiloo's on a 2 streak, but yet not able to find an answer to the Kinessa. And they have just been pushed back here. These long lines of sight are so dangerous for her. The ultimate is available. He could maybe swing some of this and create a defense. That is their only hope as Wolves. They just try and stall here and find some time, hoping that things will change.
Going all in on spending a lot to try and kill Bird there. They are going to find it. They needed to find it after spending the Dread Serpent just for him. Bonkar getting under pressure right now. Simsiloo's got a good angle on this fight, as well as Maldamba having a decent angle on this fight. See the Ancient Rage being popped on the backside. The Dome Shield is up as well. Laizy, one more bomb's gonna do it. Leminate finds Respa on the Shaolin though. 45 seconds remain here for Wolves to try and stabilize and hold the defense against Burrito.
20 streak for Leminate. Finally gets hooked, and they take him down. That is huge. Sleepy getting the kill, and you know what that means? 83% on a Dread Serpent, even though they just used it. So that could be the difference maker here, Nick. I mean, now they've got another Dread Serpent. They've got a Hexafire available as well. 22 seconds left. They might have just done the exact thing they needed to do. Great Poppy Bomb, oh my boy, by Simsiloo, just getting him out from under the shield and throwing a couple shots in the air. Doesn't get the kill, but definitely puts Barrick under pressure.
9 seconds remain here. Burrito, they have to find the way to convert here. Wolves desperate for a chance at defense here. The overtime's going to be start through. The half shell actually saves Respa's life.
Huge.
Laizy's got a decent angle, looking for just surveying the fight with that emo third-person perspective right now. Not a lot of pressure on him. Respa pops the heat haze to keep himself in stealth. Here comes a big king bomb over the backside. 2 kills already for Wolves in this fight. They might be able to stabilize here. The overtime is ticking out.
Lots of pressure. Overtime still going on, and they're going to leave it. Man, they put a lot going on into this, Nick, and Wolves Esports finally able to get a point off of this. It may not be the end, but it will be at least the start of something new. Hopefully they can adjust here. If I'm Wolves, I just cannot go to the point. I know what my problem is. I cannot leave this Canessa alone.
They spent a lot for it though. Burrito have the Hyper Beam, they have the Headhunter. They have to find an answer for Leminate. You're right. They
Master Riding, flank them.
Just send them a color straight at him.
Send everybody at him.
Hey, you know, gotta get it done somehow. He was on a, what, 20-something streak?
Yeah.
Finally got, that's the common denominator. They were able to defend there. That was the first time that they shut down Leminate here. So hopefully some sort of response from Wolves, some sort of adjustment. Leminate he's been positioning Barry safely at the start of these fights though, so he's not making it easy.
Good. Good. That's another thing. You can get an immediate kill on the Laizy. That helps. But now I need to see the movement. Not on the point. Go get the sniper down. Hunt her down. Make sure she goes out. Leminate just with almost no health there. And they're content to sit on their laurels. But again, the problem will stay forward. Wolves Esports, 62% counting. Feeling pretty safe. But again, if they make any comeback, any move onto this point and start to get low, Canessa's going to make sure that they pay for it. And there is no kills yet. But Mutustiina is 472 health. And Bird gets the kill on NTBees. Simsiloo takes down SunCommander. So they do get some healing. But they've conceded the point. And I'm just wondering how are they going to get back on it.
They did get that nice pick onto Laizy, and they didn't press their man advantage. They just did set on the point. They got a lot of the progress done, though, 85%. So one small win here for Wolves, and they're going to be able to take this payload. Laizy finds 2 kills. Bonkar does die on the point, but there's a lot of heat on this Ruckus right now. He's going to fall down. Laizy rolling in very aggressively, looking for even more kills in this fight. He's in the backline right now. Wisely likes to back up there. Beautiful stuff. Kills NTBees, puts 1,000 damage in him on his way up the stairs. Burrito coming down the last 10%. No one from Wolves is going to be able to contest this for much longer. Now with the Headhunter being popped, a lot of big damage coming through for Leminate. Just easy pick and shooting fish in the barrel here, driving it home. Burrito going to take the game in take the set in 2 games.
Well, I think I'm surprised at how that tail ended. I think it was pretty clear. And of course, you know, Wolves coming in, playing against some very good players, just I think got outmaneuvered in the draft. And unfortunately on Frozen Guard, you cannot let a Canessa be picked without having an answer for her.
For sure.
That's just a no-no, and it's a big deal. Even if you have flankers, it's difficult to kill a good Canessa. But with no flankers, it's nigh impossible, and that's what we saw here. Burrito take the win 4-1 and take a 2-0 lead in the set. Let's go to the scores and see what happened here. And the lowest,
it's pretty clear.
Yeah, the lowest deaths on the team, as I expected. Leminate on the Canessa, 28-1, 99,000 damage.
Just the lack of response there. They could have, you know, you brought up a great potential solution. Throw some Master Ridings on the tanks and just send them straight to the back line at the snipers. And it looks like they were going for that. They took the more covered route to the right. They found Laizy, killed him immediately, but then they just went to the point instead of pressing their man advantage. Instead of, you know, Laizy was a big thorn in their side at 81,000 damage, but 28-1, 99,916 damage. Leminate was clearly the biggest issue for Wolves, and they just didn't put enough pressure on him.
And that's where, you take some of these veteran teams, and even Burrito will get caught out by D69 and say, even though we're both veterans here, sometimes we just have a better strategy and we execute it better. Here, I think Wolves just showing that they need to improve in the drafting process and improve in some of these tactics we've been talking about that allow Burrito to be consistently successful, or at least stay even when they go into these games. And also, I think the mutability of your strategy when you get into the game, when things don't go well, this should be a learning experience for Wolves to take this back home, to look at, to practice and say, what could we have done in a vacuum? What could we have done here to deal with Leminate? And did we kind of just accept our fate here when so much was on the line for our wins?
So the first day is now behind us. Interlopers sitting at 0-4 after their 2 matches. 2-2 for Wolves, 3-1 for Burrito, and sitting happily at the top is District 69 with 4 wins and 1 loss.
Well, let's take a look at the schedule. Of course, this isn't over. We've got more coming tomorrow, and we've got another 2 weeks of this for Europe as well. Tomorrow, you'll get to see the North American side of things. First one will be Astral Authority versus Team Eager. Stolzy and Bitey playing against former teammates Cuss Cutie, Dosups, and the squad on Astral Authority. And then we'll move it over to AGG versus Xenasi. See Prince Danny, players like Smidgen coming out and trying to prove that they are the best here. And you might see some Bubble Boy as well over there. Astral Authority versus AGG will follow up on match 3. We'll get to see those teammates and friends go against each other one more time. And then Eager versus Xenasi to wrap things up. We'll see, again, another former teammate matchup, Smidgen and Stolzy there facing off in match 4. So it'll be an exciting day tomorrow, Nick. A lot of action there. You do not want to miss it.
Absolutely. And make sure to get out there, get your first wins of the day. We've got Radiant chests on the line this weekend. So for every first win of the day, you will receive a Radiant chest. Get some cards, maybe some skins, some essence. If you're really lucky, I know everybody's out there starving for that.
Yeah, and these emotes, apparently, were the things that...
I've been getting a lot of emotes from my chest.
Hey,
I got all my Inara stuff in like my first 4 chests on
really?
PTS last night.
Oh, man. Too bad it's PTS, though, right? Because that doesn't translate to the...
I think it will.
Oh, okay.
I'm hopeful.
We'll see. All
Let
right.
me have this.
We'll see. Because nothing else translated. So, okay. Anyways, guys,
Sure.
that's gonna be it for today. We hope you do join us on the BTS, and you can find that on forums.paladins.com and play some Inara and check out the new test map rotation. Check out some of the new skins like Exalted Androxus that's available in the direct for purchase, and the new Tyra skin Baroness, which is available in the Colossal chest only. And of course, get your hands on those early. Make some videos, do some cool things, stream them to your fans, and check in with us as well. I'm sure we'll be active on our social medias, streams, videos, all that stuff over the next few hours. And of course, we will see you all tomorrow here. 3 p.m. is the start time. We hope it'll run a little bit smoother in the day, and appreciate everyone who was sticking with us throughout it. We know that it wasn't necessarily the smoothest, but we did finish it up in the end, and hopefully, we sacrificed our bathroom time for you all. And we're going to go pee right now. You go enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great one from all of us here at Hi-Rez Studios. And as always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and we'll see you all in the realm.